Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Open English Podcast. I am Sam.
And I am Lisa. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Today's topic is simple, positive, and very personal.
What makes you happy?
Yes, the small things, the big things, the everyday moments that make life feel good.
This is also a very common conversation topic in English. People ask each other this question at work, at school, on dates, and in interviews.
So today, we want to help you talk about happiness naturally in English.
Before we start, please subscribe to the Open English Podcast. It is free.
And if you are watching on YouTube, please like the video. It helps more learners find us every week.
Okay, let us talk about happiness.
Lisa, what makes you happy?
Oh, I love this question. Where do I start?
Start anywhere, the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay, the first thing that comes to mind is my morning coffee.
Coffee.
Not just any coffee, my first coffee of the day at home before anything else happens.
Tell us more.
So every morning, before I check my phone, before I open my laptop, before I talk to anyone, I make my coffee, I sit by the window, and I drink it slowly.
How long does that take?
About 15 minutes. And those 15 minutes are mine. Nobody needs anything from me. There are no problems to solve, just the coffee and the morning light.
That sounds like a small but very important ritual.
It is the most important 15 minutes of my day. On the days I skip it, something feels wrong for the rest of the morning.
I understand that completely. Small routines can carry a lot of happiness.
Yes, it's not dramatic, it's not expensive, it's just coffee and quiet. But it makes me genuinely happy.
What else makes you happy?
Finishing a book.
Tell us about that feeling.
When I read the last page of a good book, I close it and just hold it for a moment.
You hold it?
I hold it, like I'm saying goodbye to the characters, to the story.
That is a very specific kind of happiness.
It's bittersweet. You are happy because the book was good, and a little sad because it's over.
Bittersweet. That is a beautiful word. It means something that is both happy and a little sad at the same time.
Yes, and I love that feeling. It means the book meant something to me.
How many books do you read in a year?
Not as many as I would like, maybe 8 or 10, but each one feels like a small adventure.
Okay, and what else?
My friends, specifically laughing with my friends, not just being with them, laughing.
Tell us the difference.
You can sit with friends and feel lonely. It happens. But when you laugh together, really laugh, something changes. You feel connected.
Give us an example of a recent moment like that.
Last month, I had dinner with 3 of my closest friends. We were at a small restaurant, and somehow we started telling embarrassing stories from when we were teenagers.
Oh, those stories are always good.
One of my friends told a story about the time she tried to impress a boy she liked by pretending she knew how to ride a horse.
And she did not know.
She had never been near a horse in her life. She fell off immediately, in front of everyone.
Oh, no.
The boy came to help her, and instead of saying thank you, she said, "I meant to do that."
She meant to fall off the horse?
She told him falling was part of her technique.
I am laughing just hearing this.
We laughed for 10 minutes at that dinner table. People at other tables were looking at us. And I went home that evening feeling lighter than I had felt in weeks.
That kind of laughter is very good for the soul.
The best kind of medicine.
Okay, my turn. What makes me happy?
Tell us everything.
The first thing is physical, walking outside in good weather.
Simple but powerful.
Very simple. When the sun is out and the temperature is comfortable, I love walking with no particular destination. No phone calls, no podcasts, just walking.
How long do you walk?
Sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes 2 hours. It depends on how much I need it that day.
And how does it make you feel?
Clearer, like the walking organizes my thoughts somehow.
The movement helps the mind.
Yes. I often go out with a problem in my head, and by the time I come back, I know what to do about it. I did not sit down and think about it. I just walked, and the answer came.
That is interesting. The body helps the brain.
It does. Walking is when I think my best thoughts.
What else makes you happy?
Cooking a meal from scratch and having people eat it.
Oh, you like cooking.
I like cooking for people. Cooking alone is okay, but cooking for friends or family is different.
What is different about it?
When people eat something you made with your hands and they enjoy it, there's a very specific satisfaction in that.
Like you gave them something real.
Yes, you spent time. You used your hands and you fed someone. It feels very human.
Do you have a dish you like to cook most?
A slow beef stew. It takes about 3 hours. You can't rush it.
3 hours.
3 hours of the kitchen smelling wonderful, and then you sit down together and eat something warm and rich.
That sounds like a very happy meal.
Every time.
And what else makes you happy?
Progress. Seeing that I'm better at something than I was before.
Tell us more.
It does not have to be big. If I am learning a new skill and I notice I am improving, that gives me real happiness.
Even small progress?
Small progress on a consistent day is more satisfying than a big jump that comes once a year.
That is a good way to think about learning.
And English learners know this feeling well. The day you understand a sentence you could not understand before. The day you speak without translating in your head first.
Those small moments of progress feel very big.
They feel enormous, and that feeling is happiness.
Okay, let us talk about the language now, because talking about happiness is a wonderful conversation practice.
Yes, and the question, what makes you happy or what do you enjoy, comes up all the time in English.
Let us look at useful phrases for this topic.
To introduce something that makes you happy, you can say, one thing that makes me happy is my morning coffee.
Or, I love. For example, I love finishing a good book.
Or, nothing makes me happier than, for example, nothing makes me happier than laughing with my friends.
Or, I feel happiest when, for example, I feel happiest when I'm walking outside on a sunny day.
These phrases are natural and easy to use in any conversation.
Now let's look at phrases for describing feelings of happiness more specifically.
Instead of just saying, I feel happy, you can say, I feel at peace. This means calm and content. No worries in that moment.
Or, I feel light, like a weight has been lifted.
Or, I feel connected, especially when talking about time with people you love.
Or, I feel satisfied. This is a deep, quiet kind of happiness. Not excited, just good.
And for moments of strong joy, you can say, I felt on top of the world, or I couldn't stop smiling.
Or, it was one of those moments I'll remember for a long time.
These phrases paint a picture. They help the listener feel what you felt.
Now let's look at how to ask others about their happiness, because good conversation goes both ways.
You can ask, what makes you happy? Simple and open.
Or, what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Or, is there something small that always makes your day better?
That last question is my favorite because it invites people to think about the small things, and the small things are often the most honest answers.
People say traveling and spending time with family automatically, but when you ask about small things, they say the smell of rain or my cat sitting on my lap.
Okay, let us do a short practice. I will ask Sam about happiness, and he will answer using today's phrases. Listeners, listen for the phrases.
Ready.
Sam, what makes you happy in your everyday life?
One thing that makes me happy is my morning walk. I feel clearest when I'm moving outside with no destination. I also love cooking for people I care about. Nothing makes me happier than sitting down to eat something I spent hours making. And I feel most satisfied when I notice I'm improving at something. Even small progress gives me real happiness.
Perfect. Natural, clear, and full of real phrases.
Listeners, now think about your own happiness. What are 2 or 3 things that genuinely make you feel good?
Write them in the comments, in English. Use one of the phrases we taught today.
One thing that makes me happy is, or I feel happiest when.
We read every comment, and happiness comments are our favorites.
Okay, our summary.
First, use phrases like, one thing that makes me happy is, and I feel happiest when, to talk about happiness naturally.
Second, use specific words for happiness. At peace, light, connected, and satisfied are more descriptive than just happy.
Third, when something brings strong joy, say, I could not stop smiling, or I felt on top of the world.
Fourth, ask others about happiness with, what makes you happy? Or, is there something small that always makes your day better?
Fifth, the small things are often the most honest answers. Talk about those.
Before we go, our usual request.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe to the Open English podcast. It is free.
And if you're on YouTube, please like the video and leave a comment. Tell us one thing that makes you happy, in English, in the comments below.
Share this episode with a friend who is learning English.
Thank you so much for listening. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Sam. Go find something that makes you happy today and talk about it in English.
See you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.